The stories you've never heard.
Who did Suzanne Hill famously slap?
The jokes behind the jokes.
What would happen if I did a great big fart?
For the first time ever on Ash, Lachie, and Susie O'Neill.
Chando just peed her pants.
We go behind the laughter.
The weekend is here. Yeah, buddy. We did it.
Woo!
Lachie, I love that you made that woo and then you went straight back to your resting face. It was performative and I love it. And
No, it's what I do.
the people at home wouldn't have known had I not told them. But that's okay.
Lockie's devastated the weekends here. He wants to keep working.
That could not be more untrue.
Whoa!
No, well, that's it. It's another week done and dusted. Well done again, team. It's myself, Nick. We got Lachie behind the wheels, and Alicia's here again, who's just been just a maniac kicking away in the studio. God, someone loves the end of a Friday show no more than you, just proudly burping as you. So glad you guys didn't have to hear that. Just cracks a can. Surprisingly, just Coke Zero.
I will often go to the kitchen and grab a Coke Zero before we start recording this, and I'm starting to realise it's probably a bad idea because it gives me the burps really bad. Just as we
I'm
come
right
in to
next to you.
record
You're
the
lucky they don't
podcast.
smell as well, but that's all right. That's
I mean,
all right. Yeah, kick some headphones over. I asked you for a phone number, and you just gave me sass. And
You said, does anybody know Gus's number off the top of their head? And I was like, oh, yeah, of course I know Gus. Like, why would I know Gus's number? But you took
a
it
simple
seriously.
no would have
Yeah, I know. The sass.
It's the English sarcasm.
I mean, we constantly get told that we are the professional broadcasters, and I think it's fair to say that Alicia is probably example number one.
I
with
like
the
it.
can of
She's
Coke.
our wild card.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it too.
Because she sits in Suze's chair as well, and Susie is actually the wild card of the show because she has like the least radio training. She can go off script a little bit. She can break the unwritten format that is out there, and I actually find that genuinely funny.
Yeah, no, I agree with you too. Hey, speaking of professionalism and following formats and stuff, I just wanted a little note, I guess, on last week's or on Wednesday's podcast. There was like at least a 20-second silence
I had
before
it
the
at 5
show.
seconds. I'm still meant to go back and edit that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure what was going on.
Thanks, Angie. See you later.
Bye, Angie. Thank you for that one.
Love when sales try. Always the interesting thing when sales come into the airlock because usually they want something.
Well, they do want something, and in this case, quite a serious something. But they always look. I like that they look into the studios almost like we are the monkeys in the cage, and they're going, I want to also enter the cage, and I want to have that monkey experience and join you guys. And we go, oh, no, for your own safety.
For your own safety.
Better stay outside.
Understandable. But yeah, usually we used to. I've always seen this. Certain operators and sales work on the literal other side of the building here. It is a divided world in the Nova buildings, and sometimes when they come in there, I've known types to swoon around and sort of like try and bypass the producers sometimes because you guys, you are. I think Mitch just described it on the last podcast as the asteroid belt.
Yeah,
and you are. You have to block the talent.
Gatekeepers.
You are the gatekeepers, and you have to stand in their way, and sometimes sales have learnt to dodge you guys
they will.
and just go straight into the studio when they hear a break. And then usually, in the past, you can turn around, not our guys in particular, but I've seen in the past going, how the hell did they get in here? I'm going, it's not your job to watch the door, but sometimes it's like, oh, we've got some clients outside. Maybe just come and give them a quick wave.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they like that. Sometimes they know where the bread is buttered, but other times they want to get out of here.
Yeah, which is fair.
Which is fair, and it's 9:34, and they've been gone for 10 minutes so far. But no, that wraps another weekend. We're getting edging closer to survey break as well, where guess what, we've got something fun in store for you there as well. We can't give too much away, but we're just coming to that nice cool period. And,
well, it's you think it's a cool period, but this week I know Alicia's been working really hard, and everyone behind the scenes has been working really hard for our ACRA entries, which is
the Radio Awards.
The Radio Awards, obviously, I think we mentioned it last year. One of us sitting in this room got nominated for an ACRA.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't win though, so it doesn't matter. And it's
Two
that
of
time.
us got nominated for ACRAs, thank you.
Actually, no.
It
To be fair,
sounds like you're at peace with it.
yeah, I am. No, I forgot that Alicia was nominated. I'm sorry, Alicia.
Oh, that's fine.
It wasn't for this show.
That was,
Exactly.
that was the old Metro Provincial split.
Yeah.
Like, come talk to me
Exactly,
when you made it in the city, Alicia.
Yeah, and that's why I actually didn't acknowledge it because it doesn't
thank
count
you.
if it's not Metro. But
we've been working very hard on that, putting for the guys' entries and putting audio together and.
It's a big process.
Big job.
There's a lot that goes into an entry for a radio award, and that sounds ridiculous, but you got to make sure that the audio is perfect. You get about a minute worth of
There
audio.
are certain rules. Yeah, you
Yep.
can't edit things together. It's got to be one clean. Just for example, it's got to be one clean minute, and then some men in suits sit around and listen to it and see what they're entertained by. And over the years, we have known for.
I think there might be some women in the room who are listening to it, but probably a majority men.
Yeah, but they tend to make the better decisions. It's the old men in suits that make the terrible calls. And
I thought you were saying the men make the better decisions.
no,
then.
God,
I was ready
God,
to
no.
throw fists.
No, you're ready to throw fists at any time.
It's not. It's
That-
not.
that- when you grow up the main streets of Wigan, you are ready. God, I wouldn't be surprised if you were carrying a shank, but yeah, I see
Nick.
any blunt instrument around you, and just see you sharpening it under the table.
I feel like I need to stand up for our middle manager Buzzer because he's one of the old men in suits this year, judging some of the
he?
entries. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's funny they put them on like weird different categories as well.
Yes.
It's not like experts in certain fields judge certain things. You might get like a great audio. I don't know how
What's
it works.
Buzz?
Do you know what he's judging?
news and sport.
Oh.
Which once again
I
isn't
don't know if it's to take out a bias or something like that.
potentially. I don't exactly know how it works, but they
Are
get
you
a
allowed to be on the judging panel if you've never been nominated? Sorry,
Uh,
Buzz. That was just a dig at you.
wow.
Sorry, Buzz.
wow.
No, he's not here.
Catching strays once again.
He's got COVID. Alicia just took another body. I told you, she is our wild card.
She really
and
is.
I am 100% here for it.
There's also on top of the I guess audio entry, you have a written entry, which is like a one pager. It looks a little bit like a magazine, like a new idea magazine.
Oh, it's a
page.
beautiful PowerPoint PDF document,
Yes.
and it's
It's something, isn't it?
I'm disenfranchised for the whole process. I've been very open about that. The Radio Real Estate Awards, everyone gets a turn except for those that they just don't vibe with.
That's a controversial take, Nicholas.
And I'll be
Davis.
giving that take at the Radio Real Estate Awards this year.
Are you going to get an invite?
No, and I'll never go. I'll never go if I'm not invited.
Okay.
Some people buy their way there. I won't have that.
Okay. So that's coming up next week, though. Big week because half of the show is going to Sydney.
All right, everyone, put your hands up in this room if you're going to Sydney for Origin. No, good damn it, Lachie. Actually, I nearly bought that.
No.
No, Lachie, just like last year, we are being left behind.
That's okay. We'll be
someone-
joined by Dave Ferrier.
Someone's got to hold the show. Oh, this actually, I think, comes up to the 1 year anniversary where where I took the pot shot at Sue's for no reason. Remember when I had to go down to I went down to
What'd
Brecky
you
Creek.
do?
Oh, they were down in Adelaide for Game 1 State of Origin. And, again, I'm wearing my New South Wales jersey today because I was out repossessing Queenslanders' favourite objects to send their way to State of Origin Game 1. They're going. I'm not. But anyway, this is my little point of pride. And I was standing at the Brecky Creek Hotel and I, for the life of me, can't work out why I decided to do this bit of gear. And I'm like... well, I'm here at Brecky Creek Hotel. It's one of Queensland's, one of the oldest pubs in all of Queensland. Like 1874, it was open. Suze, how old were you then? And I opened with that.
I think that was one of your first Nick on the street.
I don't know if I was
opportunities
just
as
trying to
well.
make noise. Like it's a long time ago, and now and now Susie and
How
I.
did she take it?
Not well.
Not well.
Oh.
Oh no! It was an ambush. There was, and it came with no context whatsoever. I think I was just trying to, make a ripple or something like that. Do I regret it? Yeah, I do. But also, I'm still doing it today, so
Yeah.
maybe it worked. Maybe it's one of those things that shouldn't work, but it did. But yeah.
Is that your thing? Whenever you go out in the street, because you're out in the street today,
Yes.
you were doing some repossessions of items that people were giving up for Origin.
As we said, it's a shame it couldn't be the cow, but this
No.
morning I did take a PC and some bagpipes.
And-
So a good haul, a pretty good haul, if I'm honest.
The thing is
And
that
I've got so many good buys on Gumtree already. Like,
right now you're wearing a New South Wales Origin jersey. You weren't wearing that this morning when you rocked up to
No,
work.
no,
Yeah,
You
he
put
slipped
that on.
behind
I
the
did.
scenes.
I put that on.
didn't
I
he?
put that on the car with 5 minutes to go. I thought about it last night. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be this is a bit of fun here. And there's a line I'm sure I use going, well, looking at, if you're going to prepare to lose next week, I've got to get you ready. So you're going to lose something today. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it kind of works. So that's look. When you're a New South Wales fan and you went through the pain of 8 straight, all you guys got. I don't know about you, Alicia, but those Queensland fans, 8 years in a row, lose one, then win another 3. You don't think about what it's like to be on the other side of that. It sucked. So this jersey's an 05. It's an 05 number that I bought off a bloke in Wynnum off Facebook Marketplace.
There you go.
But this is the year. This is the year where I moved back to my home state and we won. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Got to bond with all this kids that I didn't get on with because we all had common interests. That was my way in year 7. And then it was just pure pain after that. So I wear this out of spite and out of pride.
I don't know how I feel about you buying a worn football jersey from some dude in Wynnum off Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It still feels icky today. I can never truly wash it enough. But I stepped into the second house this morning, and there was Tyson, who his partner had Tani had sacrificed the bagpipes for, and Tani's dad was there as well. And I thought he was just a housemate. So he's a youngish dad per se, and just the way he looked at me when I was wearing this blue, he goes, "Yeah, you're pretty tough to wear that in this house." And I'm going, but it was said without any irony, without any humour, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, well, give a little spiel. He goes, it's a pretty well prepared story, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, it is.
Oh god.
I'm like, this just got weirdly real.
Because I mean, you cop jabs from Alicia at work, but it's another thing to be copping jabs from a listener who sounds like they're potentially threatening to do harm.
No, this is a listener's father,
Yeah.
who has absolutely no dog in the fight here.
Yeah, okay.
So he's coming from the outside. He's running in third man. So I'm like, Gussie, just keep that car running, brother. So anyway, repossess that stuff, and we might give it back to him in a week if I can't get a good price for both of them. Strange combo deal, PC and some bagpipes, but holy crap, Tyson could play.
Yeah,
He could.
I could vaguely hear Lachie trying to bring me back in the conversation. I'm just trying to go, I can't. I've got bagpipes
in your ear,
50 centimeters from me right now, and those that you can't play bagpipes quietly.
No.
As for anyone who has heard them, I still remember playing a footy day out in Ipswich, and it must have been the Queensland annual bagpiping competition, something like that. I don't know if you've ever been out to Limestone Park.
I've been to Limestone Park.
Yeah, you know Limestone.
The Queensland annual bagpiping
I have no
competition.
idea to this day what this day was, but there was probably at 20 different, let's for the sake of them call them clans, and they were all there. They're in the tartan, in the full get up. And it's like they took turns. It's like a practice. It's like the Ipswich tattoo, if I'm honest. And sure enough, they'd take their turns. And I swear to God, only 2 or 3 different songs, tops, were played. Flower of Scotland, Scotland the Brave, and probably something else. And I tried to go to sleep that night, and it was all I could hear ring in my head. The bagpipes did not silence in my mind for another 24 hours.
That's funny.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, understandable. Sometimes you have to understand. Yeah, that's it is what it is. Thank you for putting me out of my misery there. But anyway, that's what I'm bringing to the table, and we'll give that back to Tyson, and we'll return that PC. He looks genuinely sad.
No, I think that we keep it. Surely there's a space for a PC. I mean, aren't you needing an upgraded rig for editing videos, Nick?
Ooh, possibly. But I have some news for you, Lachie.
Oh, what?
Told this to Alicia today. As we all know, when I'm out in the street, one of my great struggles in this world is I have to swap phones with the Casanova because the app that I use to dial back to the studio doesn't work. It's been brought to my attention that in the very near future, and I'm not happy about this, but it's one of those things in life you just have to deal with. I'm going to, first time in 7 or 8 years, return to the Apple family. I'm not happy about it.
Woo!
It's not the choice I want to make.
This is monumental.
Yeah, look, when Nick Cody made this announcement down on his Melbourne breakfast show, they made a bigger deal than that, so that's on you guys. But it is what it is. It'll talk a lot better to my Mac and to the rest of you guys. So,
do you know what I can't wait for?
I will say I'm still waving the banner, but I understand that my life will be easier because, and I think you will respect this.
Yeah.
My wife, who doesn't have any social media, has Messenger, but doesn't have Facebook or anything like that. Just literally, when everyone got on the social media train when we were young, just didn't get on board. And I actually really respect that. Difficult to talk to sometimes, but I respect that. She has held on to her old Oppo phone for 7 years.
Okay.
And it works so poorly.
Yeah.
But she has never let go. The type of person, if it still works, it still works.
Okay.
And the phone company has contacted her to say, service to your phone will not work as of this upcoming date.
Yeah, they're getting rid of 3G, aren't they?
3G. It only takes 3G. That's all she's ever needed, though.
What?
So it'll be turned off.
She's got at least 2 Gs to go up to.
You're exactly right. You have to get a new phone. Here is an X amount of dollars voucher. to buy new.
What?
She waited out the phone company.
Oh my goodness.
And they are now paying
Wow.
her to get a new phone, and she'll take my phone, and I'll get the iPhone. And
Well, like without naming figures, is it a pretty decent? Can she get a good phone with what they've sent her?
it would probably be the exact same cost that she paid for her phone.
Okay.
Maybe
okay.
depreciation value, but she held
There you
out.
go.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
Living a Luddite life, but she held out.
Do you know what?
I respect that.
I'm excited for you to join the family. Not that this.
Oh, please tell me all the things I've been missing out on.
Well, Alicia yesterday sent me something that was.
Was it an iMessage? Wow, sounds amazing.
It was an iMessage, but
That must have been so quick.
we could have a producers chat. We don't have one necessarily, but she sent.
Well, you think that isn't by design?
Well,
I sent something to Buzz, and then I sent it to Lachie when Buzz sort of laughed at it. I was like, "Oh, this is funny." So I sent
and
it to
honestly,
Lachie.
this content would go off in a producers chat between the three of us.
Okay. Okay.
It's a quote by Billie Eilish. I'm going to say
It was
here.
news. It was a news article.
News article. Billie Eilish quote that Alicia said. This also applies to our team at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm not doing a 3-hour show. That's literally psychotic.
I love that.
And
love
that's
that.
and that's the sort of stuff that you will get to experience when you join the iPhone family and we
Okay,
share
well,
this sort of content.
Well, I
Behind
look,
the scenes.
I look forward to that. I look forward to that. Something you saw me making, and this will be up on our socials
Mm-hmm.
hopefully pretty soon. It's one of my creative projects. Are you are, and I don't know about you, Alicia. Are you familiar? And this is gonna sound so nerdy, but I digress. Are you familiar with the Dungeons and Dragons character alignment chart?
Oh.
No,
You may.
I
have
think you know it if you saw
this
it.
is very visual.
I don't know if I would.
It's a meme format that essentially has 9 squares and you put 9 faces in it,
Oh,
and it
okay.
determines the character's motivations and and how they operate.
Is that kind of like the thing that's like good evil,
Correct.
neutral
Correct.
evil?
Yeah, you know what it is.
Okay.
So I've actually been making one for our team, and I think I'll debut it over the weekend. It's just one of those things. I get an idea for something, and I work on it in the background. It's not a priority because other things always pop up. But I thought this is going to be quite interesting. So there's 9 squares: lawful good, neutral good, chaotic
Yes,
good,
I have seen this.
lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral, lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. Now,
Oh, okay.
so lawful good, which follows the rules, is a good person, believes in. I'm gonna see if you can guess these. I've shown Lachie.
it would
but-
either be Suze or Mitch.
So
lawful
sorry, say it
good.
again. Lawful good.
Lawful good. Which
So like a rule follower.
a rule follower with a good heart, good intentions, follows the rules because they believe it is the right
Mitch.
course of action.
It's got to be Mitch.
I have Lachie.
Thank
Oh.
you. Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neutral.
That's correct.
I don't think we know the same
No, that's
Lachie.
what I know. Well, maybe you have a different working relationship than I do. Neutral good. Just no agenda. Just believes in the good in the world.
Oh God, is that
Now
anyone
remember,
on the
you
team?
still have to compare that to chaotic good.
Oh, I don't know. Who is
I've
it?
I've
No, you
seen
have
this.
to tell
I've
me.
seen this, so I can't.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can't comment. Who would you consider to just be good? No agenda or anything like that. Just a good spirit.
Susie.
Correct.
Okay.
Well done. Staying with the good, chaotic good.
Lovely.
Very.
Surely.
Call him good.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
You say Lutzy.
Yeah. No?
No, Mitch.
Okay, Mitch
Yeah.
Chaotic. Yeah,
Again,
okay.
and just a nice, wonderful person, but a little bit whimsical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Now neutral. This is the interesting one. This is really no agenda whatsoever, but this is more just personality based. Now neutral, lawful neutral, has no agenda, doesn't really answer to anyone, but does have to put down the rules.
Buzz?
Mm-mm.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, true neutral. This is the middle square. This is the middle of nothing, detached. Just
Has no allegiances.
has no allegiances, nothing like that. Is just detached.
You?
Incorrect.
Ash?
Bento.
Bento!
Yeah.
I didn't know Bento was going
And-
to be
and
on
Dylan.
Hey,
here.
Ben-
Bento's
Dylan.
a part of the team.
And Dylan.
Dylan's also
Chaotic neutral. Again, no allegiances, no real true agenda, but a maniac.
Oh,
Jack Sparrow falls into this territory. If you were to use like different film characters,
There's two people that I'm thinking
Here's
of.
the people that are left. There is Buzz, there is Ash, there is me, and there is Lutzy.
what's the category again?
This is chaotic neutral.
It's got to be you.
That's me.
Yeah.
And I just want to say this must be really exciting for those who, like the crossover, have zero interest in, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh no,
is
well
that-
that's the thing. It escapes the Dungeons and Dragons world and
Yeah.
it has been applied to everything from Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, just everything. This is content, and I'm too deep into this now.
Yep,
Lawful evil. A little bit of
Buzz.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
And I have the most evil photo for Buzz as well. Okay, that leaves Ash and Lachie. One is neutral evil, which is like maybe a Darth Vader / Voldemort.
Okay.
Comes from old evil, but they are very much just that whatever happens, happens. Ivan Drago from Rocky 4.
Let's see.
No,
Ash.
Ash.
Ah, damn it!
And then chaotic evil. Well, that leaves
He's
our man
Lachie.
Lachie.
Okay. Where's Dylan? We don't have Dylan.
No,
on
Dylan's
the
in
cast.
Dylan and Bento share the middle
Yeah,
square.
okay.
Yeah.
So again, sometimes memes don't always communicate themselves very well to
No.
podcast content, but that's all I was bringing to the table today, and I'll
Wow.
keep working away.
No, I appreciate. We've had this
Got to
episode.
pad this podcast out a bit.
This episode has had Nick doing his own therapy, taking us back to his childhood, and then him presenting a visual meme through audio
Yes,
mediums.
the macaroni necklace of,
Yeah.
of memes. Look what I made for you guys. Oh, thanks, Nick. We'll hang it on our page and delete it very quickly afterwards.
Appreciate you bringing stuff to this show, Nick. Because
I feel like you guys have got nothing left in the tank, so we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
And we'll let everyone have a great weekend. Enjoy our great podcast offering over the weekend with the Sunday session still to come up. Excited about that.
3
So
a.m.
3 a.m. So we will see you guys on Monday.
Yep.
Origin week, baby. Woo!